Okay, so the website I chose is one called shelsilverstein.com or shelsilverstein.com. I've always loved his poetry. As a child, I loved it. As a teacher, I love it. I love to teach it to the kids, love to expose it to the kids. Recently, I showed them the giving tree. We were talking about the importance of giving and sacrifice and things like that, and they really loved it. There was actually a video on YouTube, someone was reading it, and there was a little bit of quiet music in the background, some quiet background music. They really enjoyed it. So, since I want to create my website, my key assessment, I'd like to do a poetry website for elementary age students. Just something simple, or maybe I can link Shel Silverstein, different other poetry websites, include some ways for them to share their poetry perhaps, different prompts about how to write it, and tips and things like that, maybe some poetry reading videos. So because I want to do that, this is what I'm choosing. I had some choices, but this is one of my favorites. So the first things I was looking at is based on our guidelines, I have do the graphics fit in with the purpose, organization, and style of the page. So the purpose of the page. What is the purpose of this web page? Well, the purpose is to provide both children and adults alike with an interactive website that's showcasing his poetry. So as you come down and you scroll around the website, you notice that this is being accomplished. The graphics are doing exactly what you want them to do. They're promoting his poetry. All of the graphics are from different poems he created. So different books, different poetry books that he's written. They've taken the graphics out of the different stories or the different poems, and they've put it in places where it related. So they're promoting his poetry at the same time while making the website attractive, interactive, and appealing to both kids and adults. So the graphics here did accomplish the purpose. So next thing would be the organization. So organization, the graphics are organized pretty nicely. It's appealing, black and white drawings. It's easy to find what you're looking for. So the organization is pretty good. There's no graphics just floating around doing nothing. If you notice, the graphics are next to text or are in a key place. Like there's a slideshow here where they talk about a Shelbration event, and then it goes to different things like the giving tree and its anniversary and things like that. But there's no graphics just floating around. It's all in a key place. If you notice, there's along the sides there are no graphics. All of the graphics are right in the middle, so it's very organized, very clean. If we look at the style follows his usual drawing preference with the minimalistic backgrounds and the black and white drawings. Shel Silverstein's drawings in his poetry books are more often, typically black and white pencil drawings. So it follows that style, and it's easy to see everything. It's not overwhelming to us. It's not overwhelming to the kids or the teachers or anyone else viewing the website. And again, easy to see what you're looking for. And the graphics, again, the sketch pencil drawings. So they fit in with his style and with the overall purpose of the website. Okay, so next would be avoid using graphics with large file sizes that add to the load time of the page. So when I come here, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and just leave here for a moment and come back just so you can see, I have no problem loading it up. It loads up pretty quickly. The graphics they have here didn't impede the loading in any way. So here it comes, okay, and it loaded up, no problem. The image is right there. I didn't have to wait for the images to load up. So the size of the images is good, no problem, no lagging on the page, very good, overall very good. There's no stalling, nothing like that. Graphics should help to guide the viewer's focus to the important content on the page, and it does. And the way they do that is, again, by having nothing on the sides. The sides are just clean. So you're pulled to the middle of the page where they have the information about Poetry Month and everything else they're talking about. Even they have up here fun and games, Shel's books, about Shel, what's new, learning resources. So once you come to the middle of the page with their slideshow, you're drawn into seeing everything else. So now you see all these headers, and you can go ahead and do what you need to do what you want to do, okay? Next thing, are the graphics distracting? No, they don't distract me. As a matter of fact, they make me want to look more. I want to explore more when I see these graphics. I click on learning resources, and this pops up. So now I'm like, oh, I really want to go see this. I look at what's new. The graphics make me want to really take a look at that. About Shel, same thing. The graphics are there, minimalistic, but they pop up, so it's something interactive for kids. Kids love it. Kids love this kind of thing. Adults love this kind of thing. And click on here, his drawings are animated. So it's bringing his poetry to life. So the graphics are not in any way distracting. They add a lot to his page, and they help to promote his drawings and his work, while at the same time being appealing to both adults and children. Okay, avoid repetitive use of overly bright or potentially obnoxious images. Yes, there are no bright images in here. Most of them are black and white. Strategically, every now and then you'll see some bolded letters in different colors, so some bolded words, maybe in red or blue or something like that. Every now and then you might see something in color like the Giving Tree, where they're promoting it and they want to give that pop of color to draw your attention into it. So they're using it strategically. There is nothing obnoxious here. It's all done very well. Not obtrusive and amusing but appealing. Okay, so do they avoid the use of graphics to convey textual content information? Yes. So if you notice here, they'll have graphics on the side, but there's never a graphic that has the information that you need to read. So there's no distraction there. And if you notice, if you come to the side here, if you click on any of these, it's the same thing. So if you click on Fun and Games, they might have a graphic or a video, but the text is not inside the graphic, is either above or below the graphic, such as with games and puzzles. Okay, also when using, describe textual equivalent, are the textual equivalent alternatives for the graphic content? So basically, does the website appeal to those who may not be able to upload these images? Maybe they can't see the images, maybe their system can't handle it. So, if they have a picture, does the picture have text below it to explain what it is? And if you look over here, you can click on this picture of the bunny, and it'll take you to name that poem. And underneath, they also have a link, a text link you can click on. This is Name That Poem. So if you're not getting the graphics, you can still click on the text link, and it'll take you where you need to go without a problem. Or I could choose to click on the bunny. Either or. So if you have graphics, then fine. If you don't, no problem. Okay. Also, when using text and graphics, make sure there's contrast between the text and the background. So no problem with that. There's no, situations of red and greens mixed together or anything like that will cause problems with colorblind individuals. Again, we have a lot of clean white. The background is clean and white. You have black text, so it's very easy to read. No problems reading it. And that's it. So I really am looking forward to using this with my students. As a matter of fact, as much as I love Shel Silverstein, this is my first time being his website, so looking forward to using it. And that's it.